What's going on, guys? Matt O'Leary back with another video, and question for you. Is it too much to ask for one day without some drama on the offensive line? Let's hop into it. So this whole week, Duane Brown has been on the injury report. Not crazy uncommon, because Duane Brown had the shoulder surgery in the offseason, so he was showing up on the injury report each and every week because of his shoulder. Then there came the hip. That was new. He gets hit with a hip earlier in the week. Robert Saleh saying, yeah, that's fine, not concerned. Even as recently as yesterday saying, yeah, not concerned, still expect him to go. 24 hours later, guess who is out for Sunday? Duane Brown is not playing on Sunday. Great. Okay, what's the direction that the New York Jets pivot? If you remember from yesterday as well, Robert Saleh, in addition to saying that he expects Duane Brown to play, he does not want to move Mekhi Becton from the right side to the left side because he's been practicing on the right side, and it would be irresponsible to then play him on the left side after he's practicing on the right side this week, even though he spent the first 3 quarters of training camp and this summer playing the left side. Irresponsible in the middle of the week to make that transition. Okay, fine. So Keith Carter and Robert Saleh made it pretty clear who that guy would be if Duane Brown could not go, and that is Billy Turner, which is not really leaving me all too excited to go up against Matt Judon and this pass rush that the New England Patriots are going to offer the New York Jets. And I get it, like Duane Brown has struggled as well, so it's not like, yeah, there's some people saying, is it really going to be that much of a drop down from Duane Brown to Billy Turner? I think from what we saw in the preseason and in training camp, you can make the case that it is that much of a downgrade. And I don't know how they could say we want to play the best 5 starting offensive linemen, and then when you lose Duane Brown, Billy Turner is in the mix for that next 5. Like, I understand the direction that they want to go, and putting Billy Turner in and not swapping sides for Becton and AVT, but why have a guy like AVT who is flexible that could play tackle and guard and not play him at tackle when you're in a pinch at the tackle spot? Like, there's just too much that doesn't add up or doesn't make sense for me with the New York Jets. You can play Becton at left tackle, AVT at right tackle, and put Joe Tippmann at right guard. That's what I would do, I think. But as of now, we don't know. It's still, we're a day out. We're now less than 24 hours from kickoff, and it's supposed to be a really bad weather day. You would expect both teams to run the football a lot, probably not a whole lot of offense, a defensive struggle back and forth. That would be my anticipation. But with Duane Brown officially out, that changes things for the New York Jets because their plan was to run back that starting 5, and you got 2 weeks of that starting 5. And to me, this was going into this game was going to be the last chance for this New York Jets starting 5 offensive line to get things going in the right direction. They don't get that opportunity. Again, they did not officially say word today who is going to start at left tackle, but based on everything that you heard this week, the assumption is that it's going to be Billy Turner. That would not be my decision. I would not do that. Again, I referenced I would switch Mekhi Becton back to left tackle, have AVT play right tackle, and have Joe Tippmann play. I think that's the way to get your best 5 out there, but the Jets don't want to do that because that's not how they practice this week, which is okay. That's fine, but again, I don't know what changed in the last 24 hours because it sounded like Robert Saleh was pretty confident that Duane Brown was going to play, even though he didn't practice at all this week. It was, no, he's going to play, which is not the first time Robert Saleh has said that a guy is going to come back by a certain point and then the injury timeline being way off. That is one of the more frustrating things to me about Robert Saleh. I just wish sometimes with the injuries he wouldn't give such definitive answers. Not necessarily definitive, but just answers that could be interpreted as definitive. Maybe that's a better way of putting it, but we'll see what they do. I am a little bit concerned about this Jets offensive line going into week 3. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.